Blondie, Call Me, and like we told you at the end of the show yesterday, Mrs. Neerja Birla is here. We're going to talk Mpower and this wonderful ride that they're doing on the 11th. Stand by for an hour of great conversation about mental health and more.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Hi, great to see you. How are you doing?
Good to see you too. Doing well. Excited to be here, Hrishi.
Okay, for all of you who are listening on radio sets, you know it's 94.3 on the FM band. We're also streaming live audio across the nation on www.onecast.in. That's numeral 1cast.in. And statutory warning, only if you're not driving yourself, if you're in the backseat of a chauffeur-driven car or in the backseat of a radio taxi or you're at home or the office without a radio set, then we're streaming video live at facebook.com/radio1.mum. So we're going Facebook Live at radio1.mum. So much water has flown under the bridge. The last time you came in, Ananya and yourself, you were actually at the cusp of launching Mpower.
That's right.
Tell us everything that's happened over the last
there's a lot that's happened actually in the last 2 years. Very often when one thinks about it, when you're taking a day at a time, you feel that, not much has been done. And you sometimes tend to get a little disheartened. But when you really look back and put everything together and then you think, oh wow, that's not too bad. So yeah, a lot has happened. We've run a couple of campaigns actually, one of them being hashtag Year for You, which was on World Suicide Prevention Day, which was 10 September 2017. Then we had an event called The Happy Place, which was like a collaboration between Mpower and the Aditya Birla World Academy, where we spoke about mental health. So the backdrop was mental health, and we used different creative platforms like photography, dance, street plays to convey the message of mental health, its importance, and what happens if you don't take cognizance of it. And this was all done by the children. So it was really nice because we had the children engaged in it, and that's our target audience really. And so each one of them had to do their own research, come up with their own, own things, like say sort of put a play together. So they came up with their own scripts. So it was a good way to convey the message of mental health, mental wellness, done by the children and for the children. So that was Happy Place. Then we even ran a couple of podcasts called Place of Mind. We had a series of 4 podcasts, which was in October. So that was good. We had a concert called Gen M, which we did with Arijit Singh, and we had about 15 to 18,000 people attend that. So that was another platform. So like that, we've had 2 cycle rides in the past, Ride to Empower, and we're gearing up for the 3rd one now. So we've done a lot of awareness of initiatives to create awareness about mental health, trying to eradicate, rather alleviate the stigma around it. And we also have the foundation, we have the center where we actually have services providing psychiatric and psychological services. We have a panel of therapists, doctors, so that people who walk in, can avail of those services. So, yeah, that's...
Are you seeing a surge of people who are calling in at the center over the last couple of years? Has all this empowering in terms of knowledge share helped? You talked about suicide prevention. I noticed that on your panel are a couple of experts in self-harm, in suicide prevention.
That's right.
Has all of this led to more people picking up the phone, calling or reaching the center?
Yes, definitely. Most certainly. I think when we started off, obviously the graph has increased. And we do see a lot more people walking in, making calls, taking appointments. There is an increase in that. Having said that, there's a lot more that needs to be done. A lot of people still hesitate. They don't want to, they're not either aware of it, they don't take cognizance of it, they don't want to seek help. So, there's a lot more that really needs to be done in that area. But yes, I have to say that it is improving. People are coming forth. There is conversation that is happening around it. Like when we started 2 years ago, nobody was even willing to talk about it. But at least now, when I meet different people, people are willing to talk about it. People like to share their experiences. A lot more people are coming up to me and even telling me that, we need to go and see a psychiatrist or a psychologist at Mpower. How do we go about it? So that's really a very, very good sign. That's very satisfying.
Okay, how can people reach out? Would you give out the website, or is there a number that you prefer people call on?
Yeah, there is a number. They can even go via the website, which is www.empowerminds.com. You can call up the center, take an appointment, and it's very easy to do that.
Okay, it's empowerminds.com. That's the alphabet MPOWER. So empowerminds.com. When we come back after this song, we'll give you the telephone number. So hang by. Not easy to remember the number from the top of your top of mind recall. So Modern Love, David Bowie, back with Mrs. Neerja Birla right after this. David Bowie, Modern Love, Mrs. Neerja Birla is in the house. We're talking Empower and now the ride to Empower. Creating awareness about mental health issues. Okay, for those of you who just tuned in, 94.3 Radio 1 on your FM band on radio sets. If you're not driving, we're streaming video live on facebook.com/HRISHIKAY. That's HRISHIKAY on Facebook. We've tagged Empower Minds, which is the official Facebook page of Empower. And also streaming audio across the nation on www.onecast.in. That's numeral 1cast.in. More chat.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Well, I've been keenly following hashtag Stamp Out Stigma, and I noticed that, yourself, there's your son, there's Rahul Bose, a lot of people who are standing with placards to the effect saying hashtag Stamp Out Stigma. Talk me through that particular campaign.
So, we just launched this campaign actually yesterday, day before, and it is Stamp Out Stigma, and it is leading up to our to the cycle ride. That's Right to Empower. The placard says it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay not to seek help. The idea being that it's okay if you don't feel well. I think all of us are allowed not to feel well. We're okay. It's okay not to be okay. But the important part is that if you're not well, you really need to seek help. And that's the message that we're trying to convey. And in that, we're trying to say that it's important to stamp out the stigma, because it's the stigma that really holds us back from seeking help. So that's what this campaign is about, which is leading up to the cycle ride. And I'm really happy about it, because there are a lot of people who are doing it on their own. And it's very, very heartening to see that even people unknown to you are standing up with the placard and really supporting us. And that's what we really want. We want more and more people support us in this campaign, support us in this message, because eventually it has to be a collective movement for it to really impact. Just you or me alone cannot do it. It has to have that ripple effect. And that's what I'm seeing, which is what is very exciting for me.
Okay, just give out the number where people can call if they want to reach Empower.
Yes, that's very important. So the number for the center is 238-56228. I repeat, 235-385-6228. And the mobile number is 97028 00044. 97028 00044.
Okay, great. Now let's come to Ride to Empower. I'm given to understand that you've had previous editions and very successful editions, but this one is a biggie.
Yes.
And why so, and why cycling?
So, well, this is our third one. The first year we had about 750 in this, about 800 riders. The second one we had about 1200 riders. So I'm obviously wanting and expecting the numbers to increase this year. Why cycling? Because I think I believe that exercise is very important for for mental wellness, any form of exercise. And I'm very fond of cycling. I personally love to cycle, and I think it just makes me feel really good. It's very exhilarating, and so why not spread that message and let everyone experience that kind of thrill that you feel when you do cycle. Cycling in Bombay, of course, is a great, in the mornings is a great experience. I don't think it's a very good experience once the traffic builds up. So we plan to start early on and kind of wind up the ride before the traffic builds up. Of course, we've got the help and the support of the traffic, the police. Everyone is really helping us put this thing together, because, you really need everyone's support and help to sort of pull this one off. It's a big one, and it goes off well. Another very important thing, which I again believe, is this quote by Albert Einstein, which says, "Life is like a bicycle. In order to keep the balance, you must keep moving."
Nice.
So I think I really resonate with that feeling. I do feel that it's important to keep moving. like you have to in cycling.
So how does this work? People register first and then they show up at the NCPA. Is that it?
That's
and are there, just like the Mumbai Marathon, are there various distances? And what can they enroll for?
So you can register on our website, which is www.empowerminds.com, which is MPOWERMINDS, empowerminds.com. You can register on that, and you have two distances. You have a 27K as well as a 15K, and you can register for either of them. Children above, it will be great to have children as well. We've kept it open for children above 12. Of course, below 18, you need parental consent. And you need to be accompanied by an adult. It should
Super
be
stuff. And what's the route? I mean, are you going to go down Marine Drive and then,
So we go down Marine. We start at NCPA, go down Marine Drive, go on to Hajali, the Worli Sea Face, turn around, and back the same route, and we end at the Parsi Gymkhana.
Nice. So all of you who are not cycling, at least queue up, like we do for the marathon, and support all these wonderful cyclists.
Yes, please do, cycling. Because we can really do with all. We want all the support. We want more and more people to come out. Even if you're not pledging to take part in the cycle ride, you can at least pledge your time and be part of the cause. That itself is a very big deal for us.
Lovely. Okay, more to come on the show. We're going to talk about the integrated school. We're going to talk about the schools that Mrs. Birla runs and gives force to. And we're also going to talk about parenting, so you want to hang by for that. We're going to go into some messages, so you want to hear us for less than 10 minutes. But when we come back, I'm happy to read out any of your messages. So one, space your comment, space your name to 53650. 53650 is the in-studio SMS line. On Twitter as well as Facebook, if you go to the search bar, you type HRISHIKAY, will pop up. You could tweet out your question or comment along with your name, or post in the timeline inbox on Facebook along with your name, and facebook.com/radio1.mum. Any comment or question on mental health awareness, the ride to empower, feel free. See you in a bit.
94.3 Radio 1.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
Welcome back. I'm Mrs. Neerja Birla talking about Empower, the ride to empower that's happening on the 11th. Empower Minds is what you need to go on online and register. We're creating awareness about mental health issues. Now let's come to the schools that you run. Mm-hmm. One is an international school and the other is an integrated school.
That's right.
First, tell us about that before we get into a discussion about parenting.
So the one is a mainstream school, which is called Aditya Birla World Academy. It's we run the IB program as well as the A-level program in grade 11th and 12th. Grade 10 is IGCSE. And I think I would believe I think the USP of our school, of the Aditya Birla World Academy, is that we focus a lot on emotional health. And it's a very child-centric school. We believe in holistic education and holistic growth. And the fact that we want every child to rise to his or her own maximum and optimum potential. So which means that a child A and child B are obviously going to be different. One may be very good at academics and one may not be so good at academics. So whatever the child is good at, we want them to sort of flourish in that. And that's the kind of nurturing that we give at the school. And I think by and large, I think children are really happy at school. And I think that for me is really the test. When parents come to me and tell me that my child is really happy, is very well settled, has moved from school X and Y and now is settled in school, made great friends, is really blossoming. That's the kind of feedback that we get about school, and that really makes me happy. So that's the Aditya Birla World Academy for you. The other one is an integrated school, which is a school for children with special needs, with different learning disabilities. And again, the belief is that every child is special, every child is different. Some children just need to learn differently. It doesn't make them unsmart or unintelligent or not bright. It just means that they have to be taught in a different manner, and that's what we do at the integrated school. Each child is just taught in a manner that is most conducive for his growth and his development. We also have a section in the school for children who are intellectually disabled. So again, we do the same thing there. We're trying to get them to do daily tasks, which you and I may not realize can be how difficult for some of the children, and that's what we're trying to encourage. We want them to be independent, want them to go back into society and be, sort of be productive citizens and feel good about themselves. That's the whole idea.
For all of you who have just tuned in, it's 94.3 on the FM band and on your radio sets. We're streaming live audio across the nation online on www.onecast.in, numeral 1cast.in, and streaming live video only if you're not driving, statutory warning, on Instagram at HRISHIKAY. So catch our live video stream on Instagram now. So, it's obvious to me that at the integrated school for children with special needs, you've also got to include the parents in whatever instruction you're giving them. And, there's got to be a synergy between the parents as well as the teachers. Are you doing enough of that in terms of counseling the parents of these children?
Yeah. We do quite a lot of that as well, because every child has a has an individualized program. So we do have parents come in to understand what the needs are for the child. Unfortunately, it's situations where whether the staff or the teacher is, wanting the parent to come in to understand the child better, but the parent just says that she doesn't or he doesn't have the time, which really makes me wonder that, okay, you've given, I'm really glad that they trust us so much, but it has to be a collaborative effort between the school and the parents. And of course, then you do have parents who are on the other side as well, who sort of, after doing everything also are just not happy with the way things are done at school. So this situation, I guess, exists everywhere. But yes, by and large, we do kind of engage the parents also, because it has to be a two-way street.
Wonderful. Okay, George Michael, Fast Love, back in a couple of minutes with Mrs. Neerja Birla. It's 9:32 live. I'm Hrishi K. George Michael, Fast Love, 9:36. Ananya Birla has just joined us. Let's hear it for her.
Hi, good morning.
India's original pop princess. You're too young to be called queen as yet. Okay, 94.3 on the FM band on your radio sets. Only if you're not driving yourself, you're being chauffeur driven in the backseat of a radio taxi. We're streaming video live on Twitter and Periscope at HRISHIKAY. We've tagged Mrs. Birla, we've tagged Ananya, and we've tagged Mpower. And this is the next stretch of our chat.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
So, hold on. Lovely song.
Hi, Hrishi. Thank you. That means a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I believe the video is exclusive to VH1 today. And
That
then,
is right.
Yeah,
Yes.
so tell me about the song. So, who's the music producer? Where did you record it? All the intricate details.
Okay. So I recorded this song in LA. Mood Melodies is the producer. He's the one who works with Alan Walker. So it's the entire team. I worked with him on Meant to Be as well. So it's we've got a great vibe together, and it was absolutely amazing going into studio with him. I sort of knew that this is what I wanted to write about before I even went into studio, and it takes about 50 to 60 songs to actually like maybe 3 to 4 songs.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
You did like 50 to 60 songs.
I mean, over a period of like 3-4 months, but you have to sort of churn out the bad stuff in you so that you can, reach the good one. And I've got a couple of songs. So the first one that we released right now was Hold On, and then single after single from here.
So there's Meant to Be. Before that, this is the third one actually, isn't it?
So that was Living the Life.
Living the Life was the first one.
Afrojack remixed that
Yeah,
for me.
yeah.
That was the official remix. Then was Meant to Be, and now is Hold On.
Now is Hold On. And the video, is that also filmed in LA? Yeah?
Yes, it was in downtown LA. So it's very grungy. It's a very different video. It's a character that I'm playing actually. So it's not really me as such. I'm a director's actor. So we had to tell a story in 3.5 minutes, which I find super cool. So yeah, I'm interested to know how people take to the video. My mom liked the video.
Yeah, you did?
And I love
Yeah?
the song
Yeah.
actually. It's I really love the song.
So what's your favorite out of the 3 that have been out thus far?
This one.
This one?
Yeah, undoubtedly.
Okay.
When I heard it actually the first time, when it was still in the initial stages, it wasn't sort of mastered and all of that. I heard it and I instantly told her that this is just going to be superb. I really loved it.
Okay, humor me, because I've never talked music with you, because the last time you've been on the show, we were only talking Mpower.
Yes.
And Erika gets to do all the music stuff with you.
I'm coming
So-
in tonight as well.
Good. So listeners will have a double dose of you. But So humor me in terms of the fact that did you have a vocal coach? Did you study music? Take me through your career path before Living the Life happened. Yeah.
So I started learning the santoor when I was much younger. I think I was, how old was I, Mom?
9.
I was 9. My mom used to play the santoor and I used to be around.
Oh, that's lovely.
And I think she sort of, made me learn as well. And that was a great experience. I think it made my ears more accustomed to different sounds. After which I was in the school band, which was great fun. I was a vocalist. Then I went to Oxford and I used to gig in different pubs, clubs, bars, cafes. Absolutely loved that experience. After which I decided I want to take this up as a career. Mom was super supportive. I didn't know how it was going to go down, but she was super, super supportive. And now, since about 2 years, I've been training with Samantha Edwards.
Sam's awesome.
She's awesome. She's amazing.
Because I remember PC was doing a training session with Priyanka Chopra.
Yeah.
And PC couldn't, say enough about how wonderful Sam is. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think words can do justice to how much she's really understood me, not just professionally, but personally as well. I'm very, very comfortable with her. And, small exercises, not just warm-ups, but small exercises like running on the treadmill with slight heels and singing along with it.
Which I thought was really innovative. I mean, I thought it was a great way to train because otherwise, when one sings,
breathless, yeah.
You get breathless. But I thought this was a great way to train yourself.
So you're on the treadmill with pencil heels. Is that it?
I've not reached pencil heels yet,
with
to
heels.
be honest.
Okay.
They're block heels.
And she's singing.
And you're singing.
And I'm singing.
Wow.
The entire idea is to try to not get breathless, to not go with bum notes, so to hit the right notes, and a couple of hand gestures as well. So
it's a great way to train. I thought it was just
that's very very interesting
really
because I go and see the Stones live, which is Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, and considering the number of chemicals they put in their body, I'm wondering how they can prance around at age 70 plus.
Very tough.
Without going breathless. And I realized that there's a lot of vocal training that goes into it. So this is wonderful. Yeah,
it's a lot of hard work, and eventually the listener and the audience, they just get to hear one song and there's loads of love coming, and I'm really grateful, but there's a lot of work that goes behind it. Loads of traveling, loads of producers, loads of songwriters. I find it a cathartic process, but it can be very emotionally taxing as well, because you have to write. I personally like to write about my own experiences or experiences or stories that I've seen around me that have fascinated me or inspired me. So it is an emotional roller coaster in a sense, and my mom has experienced that firsthand.
So Ananya has put out a tweet which actually addresses Mrs. Birla. It's a question for her. So we're going to come to that.
Yeah.
This is it. Hold on, Ananya Birla. It's on VH1. Go catch the video. And it's going to be across all media on the 9th, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's going to be on Ananya Birla Vivo, and it's going to be everywhere basically.
Here we go. Hold on, Ananya Birla playing on high rotation on 94.3 Radio 1. Devraj and the Universal Music Gang. Sunil Desa, what's up, bros?
Hi, Sunil.
What's up? And do not forget also that the ride to Mpower happens at the Mpower Minds online, and register for the ride. Okay. Question time, and this is what Ananya tweeted out just before she got in, and the question is directed towards Mrs. Birla.
Oh my God, okay.
This is Good Morning Mumbai with Hrishi K.
Radio 1.
Something you get asked very often: how do you handle the 3 kids?
Oh God, okay. I was just asked that just last evening. I was with a bunch of my girlfriends and we were just discussing that.
So come on, waiting to hear.
Honestly, I don't think I really handle them. I guess it just sort of happens. No, but I think it's just been wonderful. I think it's just great. All 3 of them are really special and my strength. So
No, she handles us, and she handles us really well. I must give it to her.
Okay, listen, this is a very important question. Varun Vishwanath, sorry I started the show late. What if I don't have my own cycle? Can I hire one?
Yes.
Lovely.
The website also has the names of the vendors and their contacts. So you can call any one of them up, and you can hire a cycle from them. The numbers and the contacts are all on the website.
Lovely. So you go on to Empower Minds and you check out. Is empowerminds.com? Is it .com? Yeah. You go on to empowerminds.com, or you also go on to the Facebook page, Empower Minds, and you will find vendors who will hire it out. So that pretty much answers your question. So, is Ariman going to be playing the IPL?
That's right.
Yeah?
Oman has been picked up by Rajasthan Royals, and they start in the 7th of April. So it's going to be exciting.
So there's lots of excitement in the family, eh?
Lots of excitement in the family. Yeah, I guess with two of them who are touch wood, very ambitious, and have their own career paths. It is very exciting. I think it is a little bit of an emotional roller coaster as well, because there are lots of ups and downs, and one really has to learn to be able to handle the downs as well.
Sure, if an IPL game is streaming and Ananya Birla's video is streaming at the same time, it's going to be a difficult call on which channel to go to.
It is, and you won't believe it. I mean, that does tend to happen these days, that I get caught between either of my kids and or my husband, and of course with that, it's a no-brainer. I am going to go with my kids, but that does happen, and it really makes me feel very proud. I think there can be nothing better than to see your children really fly and blossom after the roots that you've given them. It's really time for them to take the wings, and when they do so and do well, I don't think there's any other more proud feeling.
So when is the right time to do the disciplined mom thing? To pull back the reins and say, you guys are going too far. Do you know the right point? Or do you finally manage to know after many, many years?
So, it's really strange, because after I had Ananya, I thought I had it right. But when I had Ariman, and then when that bit of parenting started, I still realized that no, I don't have it right. After that, I thought, okay, I've done it. I know how to bring up two kids. So when I had my third one, I thought this is going to be a cakewalk. And sure enough, I was wrong. So I think with every child, the parenting style just has to differ, because every child is different, and therefore the parenting style has to be different. There is no one time that you got to pull back. I think it's just a thin line between being a friend and being a parent. You got to just kind of walk on that line at all times. I don't think there's any one time that you can really discipline. I don't really believe in that. I think you have to be a friend at all times. You have to kind of convey that you're always there for them. You have to and you have to be there for them, and you have to kind of really be with them the way you would want them to be with you. So I believe that children do learn the most when they see you. They emulate, they pick up what they see. So if you want them to respect you, you got to respect them. Only then you're going to have it back.
So who's the stricter one? Is it dad or mom? Are you daddy's girl, or how does it work, Ananya?
That's a very tough question that everyone asks. I love them both in different ways, and it's impossible to. You can't, like my mom can't choose between the three of us.
No, I mean, who is the stricter disciplinarian?
Oh, the stricter.
Well, me for certain.
Yes, certain.
Yeah, mom for certain, my dad for certain. So,
it's a partnership there. Huh? It's teamwork.
Yeah. But mom was always there while I was growing up. So, I mean, she's my best friend, my mentor, and. Just to answer your quick question, I would like to say that I would never want her to pull back in any way, because I would be totally lost without her. So I feel insecure and fearful, because I'm no one without her.
How sweet.
That's really sweet.
Really.
That's what every parent lives to hear. Yeah, awesome.
I mean, I feel really lost.
Okay, let's come back to the video, which is Hold On. Who's the video director, and what's his body of work?
His name is Daps. He is originally from Africa. Now he's moved to London. He's worked in Bad and Bougie. And he's also worked with Migos on T-Shirt, which was a super hit. Absolutely awesome guy. Completely understood why I wanted to do what I wanted to do. We sort of worked on the storyline together as well. Super nice guy. Jammed with him really well. Had 2 days. Great fun on set. So it was awesome.
You did the whole thing in 2 days?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I also
good
didn't
and
know
quick.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do a quick rewind to Meant to Be.
Yes.
So a bit about that song. Same music producer or somebody else?
Same music producer, different director. It won platinum, and I would like to thank all of you. I mean, I remember when I was at my label, they surprised me with the plaque, and I just couldn't believe it. So we happen to be the first Indian artist in India with an English song to go platinum.
That is really a lot.
Officially by the IMI. So that was a big deal for me. It'll always mean a lot.
And the video for that one?
The video for that one was directed by Danny Marmick.
Mm-hmm.
He is an Indian director. Again, super talented. It's more of a theatrical sort of video, meant to be. This one, Hold On, is more of a storyline.
But even the Meant to Be video is a very strong one. Very powerful.
How do you pick your music video director? Is it the label? Is it the label and you together?
Together.
What do you look for? I mean,
I look for someone who I can connect with. You get a vibe.
yeah, sure.
Of course, the DOP matters, the post-production matters, but at the end of the day, the way it's shot, you get a vibe. Certain things are shown without really being shown, and it evokes an emotion. So I like going with directors where sort of they can evoke an emotion without saying too much. So I would say that's what I look for.
Lovely. Okay, we're at the 55 mark, so we have to say bye-bye. Thanks for rolling by, and we were able to catch a meaty chunk with you, so that's good, Ananya, and all the best.
Thank you so much, Hrishi. I really appreciate it.
Ma'am, it's always wonderful to be with you. You're so graceful, you're so well-informed, and you make for a great conversation.
Thank
See you soon.
Thank you so much, Hrishi.
Here's Ananya Birla, Meant to Be. See you on the other side.